operations, and this facilitates that. None of it makes much sense.
Well, if we're looking at saving the county taxpayer money, why would we want to have that money that they're going to pay anyway in their taxes, whether it be to to the state or not, or to the county? Why would they want that going to, instead of the county and paying themselves back then that money, go to a private sector? I don't understand the concept. If you're trying to save the taxpayers of Carroll County money, then the monies that come from rental of Carroll County property would be going back to them and not to someone else. I don't understand this.
Well, in the good old days, and it could probably be happening currently, you'd have some member of the delegation negotiating with the Department of Health and Human Services about property that delegate owns. I mean, I have no idea what is going on with the cooperative extension as far as the building that they're in, and whether or not there's any connection with the delegates from Conway with regard to that rental space. But it would be, I mean, in the good old days, you'd have crony capitalism and the building would be rehabilitated and everything would happen. But
yeah,
I'm not in favor of crony capitalism for that.
Okay.
Right
Maureen.
What's the timeline for the pellets boilers going in?
We will be talking with Randy Remick today. That's going to get done because they're going to be putting it in this month. I thought the pad was poured, and I'm still not sure whether it has been or not. I think I was told, my understanding was that the pad was poured and the silo was going to be delivered. The door has not been put in to move the furnaces in the building. That will be discussed today, and something will be done to get that going.
We got a grant for that, right? Or we're online with that?
Yeah.
The grant, we have to...
Yep.
I thought that was a pretty strict...
Well, pay for the piping and pay for the furnaces.
Right.
$400,000.
I know.
And there was a year to get that done.
Okay. Well, that's what I was wondering, yeah.
Yes, David?
Do you know how long the wings are going to be up? I mean, is there time for your Save the Wings campaign? How long will that last?
It's up to us to decide when that's going to be taken down. In talking with Always Wrecking, they're not that busy. They could take it down almost any time. And they will work through the winter if necessary. I hate to put them through that because it's a lot easier to tear it down this time of year than it would be in January or February. But right now, there's no time set to take it down. Yes, Mr. Brown.
Wasn't the original plan to save 2 of the wings?
Yes, it was.
So how did we get from 2 to none?
Delegation.
At what meeting? The last one? Or the one before in August?
The one before. The one before. And they just reiterated at the last one that they would not reconsider it.
Because wasn't one of those supposed to be used for storage or something?
Yep. One was going to be used for storage, and the other one we were going to mothball to see what might come along that we could use that for. Whether we generate money out of that or not. I mean, it was just mothball it to see what the future would bring. Yes, Damon?
So you're going to use the loophole of if you don't spend any money, they can't touch it?
I'm not going to go there.
I mean, that sounds what it is.
What they can do is not appropriate any money to heat it. I mean, they have a control over the financial picture, total budget.
And you need to heat it to keep it structurally sound.
We can drain it. We can just let it sit. It's not going to do it any good with the roof leaking in certain sections of it.
The roof. They're talking about tearing off what's there and putting on a flat roof?
On the core section, it's flat. They're going to tear off the metal that's there and put a new membrane on, was the plan that I heard.
Because isn't there, isn't it a metal roof now?
Yes.
Why couldn't they, because the frame is already there for the metal roof, why couldn't they just apply a new metal roof to the existing frame?
They probably could.
That might cut the cost down, because instead of tearing all that, when Bonneman paid the Stoneway here, they said that, you know, that they spent a lot of money building that frame for that metal roof. So why not just use that existing metal frame and just re-roof the metal roof?
I think we're talking about two different things now. I think where the wings are, yes, new metal was put down, new stringers were put down on the flat roof, and a roof put on those stringers. Okay? If that was redone, those stringers and that metal roof would come off, and an increased pitch would be put on that roof. But what we're talking about now is strictly the core section. That is presently a flat roof. I think there may be one or two different levels there, but they're talking about tearing that off and putting on a membrane. Now, as Boniface Stone has said, we could put $50,000 into repairing and making it leak-proof. Whether that would solve the problem or not, I think may be questionable. Anybody else got any public input?
I just have a quick question for Mr. Alvey.
What's that?
Quick question for Mr. Alvey. I have a question.
Oh, you do? Go ahead.
Oh, yeah. Mr. Alvey, I asked a couple months ago for a copy of the bylaws of the 501c3. I don't know if you get a chance to copy it for me.
I thought they had been given a copy.
No.
I apologize.
I didn't get anything.
You'll have it today.
Okay, thanks.
I remember asking for a copy to be sent to you.
You have any others?
No.
No. Anybody else got any questions or comments?
Where are we at with the website?
We're working on a particular program today. Robin is out taking photos of different areas throughout the county. This is to help promote Carroll County.
Mm-hmm.
I'm to give a video on welcoming people to Carroll County, that kind of a thing. But then it goes into what's available here, education-wise, recreation-wise, economics, and so forth.
Topographies.
That's the other website.
What's that?
That's the other website. I think she's asking about the county website.
No. This is the website.
This is part of it.
Oh, okay. I thought that was the CGI thing. The people who are going to sell ads in the introduction.
Right. It goes on our website.
That's
It goes
different.
on your website.
Yeah, that's different.
Okay. Then we will end our public input. All right, now we'll go into a public session with Tom Dewhurst. Tom?
We'll do minutes. We'll do minutes.
What's that?
Minutes.
Yeah, we'll do minutes.
Actually, Commissioner, it was supposed to be non-public, I guess.
Is it all non-public?
No, it'll come out of non-public into public. After we
Oh.
finish the non-public, we have two issues.
We didn't know that.
Okay, yeah, I didn't know that this was non-public. Normally, we have non-public at the end of the meeting,
Yeah.
and we try to do it all at one time, so that these people don't have to hang around and wait for us to go out of non-public.
Yeah.
So you have also something for public now?
Do you have anything you can talk about in public?
You have nothing for public?
It'll be out of sequence, I guess.
Okay.
Is this the only time that you can make it, or can you come later?
I have a
Because we
couple
have-
other meetings right after this, so I think that's why they put it in.
How long do you think you'd be?
Not very long at all. It won't, I haven't.
10 minutes, 15 minutes?
Yep, 15 minutes. You can be out of here.
Okay, somebody want to make a motion?
Yeah. Is it legal
And
consultation?
for, And for what reason?
Legal consultation.
Litigation and employment.
Litigation?
Yeah, I make a motion to go into non-public with the county attorney for litigation and employment.
I'll second the motion. All those in support of the motion, roll call.
Say aye. Commissioner Kenny, yes. Commissioner Solomon,
Yes,
Commissioner Sorensen.
Yes,
who's going to take the minutes?
and so voted. In public session, we have sealed the minutes that were in non-public, and we will continue on now with county attorney.
Commissioner, we're coming to the commission for the approval of Commissioner Solomon? Oh, she left.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
Commissioner, we're coming before the board to propose the name of Laurie Lacoste, an attorney from Alton, for the vacant assistant county attorney position. She's gone through the interview process, and we have done the appropriate background checks and recommendations, and would recommend her to fill the current position at the current salary.
I support the motion. Anybody want to make a motion?
I will move to make this higher.
Second. Any further discussion? Seeing none, all those in support of the motion say aye.
Aye.
Aye, so voted.
Yeah, that's,
So you can hire her immediately?
yeah, that now goes to the Attorney General's office, and the Attorney General has to review the resume and all the things that were represented to the commission. Pending that approval, she would be at the new hire.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Question, is that the 51 or the lesser number that the delegation,
It's the current salary.
the 51?
No, it's 44,280 or something like that.
Okay,
Just put current salary,
Current
a
salary.
vacant
salary.
position.
Yeah,
right, but there's some...
we have to determine what's there in the line.
Let's put it this way, the person that was willing to accept the 51 declined it. Hey, we don't need to get into discussion on this, but I'll go for a little bit. Go ahead.
I'm not going to talk about that at all.
Oh,
This is the first opportunity that I've had with Attorney Dewhurst being here to revisit the release of non-public minutes. And I'm
Oh.
baffled by your reading of the law. And maybe you've had a chance to reconsider, but I can't imagine that there are no public minutes, non-public minutes
I don't
from the
think
past
there's
9
public
months
input
that
now. There's no public
could be
input
released.
now.
Commissioner
Why you let them speak? There's no public input
Commissioner.
now.
There you go.
Albee. I think I was pretty clear when I was here before, and there's no misunderstanding, I can assure you, of my analysis of the law. I understood that you came here, I did watch the video, and you made comments as to difference of opinion as to civil counsel versus coming from the civil perspective. I didn't make any statement that I thought was contrary to what the law is on the release of non-public minutes, and I think I clarified that. I was merely addressing an issue that was raised here by the commission on that we haven't done things in a certain way over the last 10 years, and that my comment was only as to who was going to go back and review all of these matters. It was not a statement of how we are going to proceed in the future or how we're currently handling non-public minutes, and I really don't understand what it was that I said that was incorrect regarding the right-to-know law.
Well, first of all, one of the things that you said was incorrect was that we hadn't released any minutes, which we have. Secondly, the law specifically exempts from protection for reputation or whatever, any board member. So if there were any non-public minutes that, or